Yes, guys, it's Danny Glover from Fight Fan TV Live, proudly sponsored by Treasure Boxing Club. And today we're here at Portman Road in Ipswich with the one, the only Fabio Wardley. How are you feeling today, sir?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, thank you, bro. How's things?
All good, man. I've been wanting to talk to you for a long time because, you know, I know a lot about this area, you know. So you was brought up in Chantry, right?
Yeah, Chantry boy through and through.
Yeah. So people don't know that, you know, people think Ipswich is just like some farmer boy land, but I know that places like Chantry, Nacton, it can get a bit naughty around here. So, you know what I mean? People think that they can push up on you, but, you know, I'm sure you've had quite a lot of fights on the cobbles, you know what I mean? So, yeah, tell people about this city, like, why... because there seems to be a misconception that Ipswich is just like some soft boy area.
Yeah, look, because it's off to the side of the map and it's out of the way, and whatever goes on here maybe doesn't reach the big news or whatever, but stuff does go down here. And if you're from certain areas, from certain places, you're in the thick of it, you're in the know, you know what's going on. But overall, it's a good place, it's a good town. It's not nothing too crazy, but there's certain little corners of Ipswich where if you know, you know.
Yeah, I definitely know because I was there that night at Zest. You see what I'm saying? So I know I'm from South London, but
that can go off. A night like that can go off. Again, if you know, you know. And if you're from here, you know about that night.
Yeah. So yeah, and also I remember you saying on IFL famously about you punched out some brother's dad. So what happened with that story exactly?
Yeah, again, a Chantry altercation. A problem with a boy who I had a problem with a guy who then decided to come to my house and bring his dad. In short, it didn't end well for the pair of them. You're definitely not coming to my yard, not coming to my house and just running up on my house and thinking that's going to end sweet for you. So yeah, that one that didn't end too well for the pair of them.
I love that. So, big fight with Big Baby Miller. I found out today that also you got some New York, Brooklyn blood. So is your mum like Irish American or Italian American?
My mum is full American. She's full American passport. She's from Salem, Oregon. And I have depths of family, the Nigerian side of me that lives in New York. They have done since I was 2 years old. I used to spend my summers there as a kid. So like downtown Brooklyn, J Street, First Ave, like Flatbush Avenue, all of those. Used to run up and down them places as a kid. I don't talk about it because that's a different part of my life. It's not something I'm trying to proclaim and say, oh, I'm from here, I'm from there, I'm from there. Like, only I'm a born and bred Ipswich boy. That's me. But I know them areas too. I've been there. I used to run them streets as a kid, as a teenager. I used to run up and down that Ave all the time, just strolling, doing my own thing. So when he says like, "Oh, I'm Brooklyn this, I'm Brooklyn that," bro, I've seen Brooklyn. I spent half my life raised around Brooklyn boys. Like I know how it moves. So it ain't nothing new to me. Whatever he says, whatever he brings, none of that is nothing new to me.
So also, you seem like you're always quick-witted at press conferences if anyone wants to bring any verbal smoke, etc. But it seemed like you was very prepared for his Norwich shirt because you came out with the Ipswich shirts today. So did you predict that he was going to go down that road like someone else who, reload the dryer, so to speak?
Again, like it's too obvious. It's too obvious. People need new tricks. And I was always going to wear my Ipswich top anyway. There's no way I'm coming to the ground, doing my presser, and not wearing my top. I'm not doing my support for the club, but ultimately it wasn't in preparation for him, but I also did have an idea that he was going to do it because I know what he's like. Like I know he likes to try and play the villain, try and play the bad man and the bad guy of the scene and all of that. So look, if that's what you want to do, then I'm always ready.
So also, did you think that, growing up as a kid that, a young boy from Chantry would one day be, fighting in a stadium, Portman Road one day?
Honestly, no. I didn't know that this is where my life was gonna lead me. I got into boxing very late and I had not necessarily low expectations for myself, but I didn't know where the bar was for me. I didn't come off no amateur pedigree, I didn't come off no Olympics, nothing. I came off just being a fighter, having some heart, grit, determination and wanting to get stuck in. So I thought look, let me see where this journey takes me, and somehow, some way, this roller coaster has taken me all the way to Portman Road.
Also, because people don't know, there is not much of a history in Ipswich of fighters, but I remember back in the day there was a fighter called Steve Spartacus. I don't know if you remember him, because even your shorts resemble the shorts he used to wear. So you know about him, yeah?
Steve Spartacus, Dave Starry as well, used to be around here, another one from around these ways. So we've had a few boxers in our time. They've done their things as well. They've achieved their accolades and things, so I'm trying to raise the bar, do more. I don't think neither of them ever did anything here. Well, they definitely didn't, because it's the first time a fight has ever been held at Portman Road. So yeah, look, there's been some before me, and I'm trying to now level up from them, take it to newer heights, make it bigger, make it better, and then encourage the youth and the next set of people to do their thing, and the boxers after me, because I'm not doing this game forever. I'm not going to be a fighter. I'm not going to be in boxing forever. So the ones behind me, I want them to have their occasions, their moments, and I want to be sat in the stands in the crowd watching a great fighter from Ipswich on Portman Road doing his thing.
Yeah, talking about that, because I know, say, Birmingham is now starting to boom up again. So are you trying to bring, people like Elish Thierry and Mark Williamson, or Jack Williamson, through Jack Williams and Dan Francis, who just won the Southern Area title, to also be on probably like your undercard or something like that?
Yeah. Look, we want to promote. Like, that's the thing with doing a home show. You want to bring up homegrown talent as well. The same people you rub shoulders with every day. You want the same way like Dill did for me, in a sense. When he was fighting on big shows, he was putting me first on early doors and getting me out. So he was giving me that experience, that opportunity, and I want to do the same for them.
So how is the management going, the management side? I know that you was due to fight Pulev, but that fell through and you got Big Baby Miller. So what was the story behind that? Yeah,
look, ultimately, in short, he didn't want it and priced himself out, is the long short of it with the Pulev story. He didn't want to fight me. He had no interest in fighting me. But if by any way we was going to coerce him into fighting me, he wanted $1,000,001. So yeah, he had no interest, basically, and we weren't willing to wait around. Like, I'd already waited long enough and knew what date we wanted for June, and I felt like that was long enough between October time and that as well. So I wasn't hanging around for no one. So as soon as we got that kind of feedback, I was like, right, move on, let's get it moving.
Big Baby Miller, he's over 300 pounds, built like a linebacker for the New York Giants. How are you looking to deal with that kind of mass and size? Because it was a good thing you had the proper big boys up there today, because I know he was trying to get to you. Obviously, I know your quick reflex, but for someone that size, how are you looking to deal with someone of that size and weight?
I manoeuvre them, man. Like, their biggest, what they feel like their biggest advantages can be their biggest disadvantage. Use it against them. There's not too much about a game plan I'm going to reveal, but there's multiple facets to it as well, because I'm not just going to let him run rings around me and try and run me around the ring and steamroll me and run me through. I'm gonna meet him in the center at times and let him know that, look, I can meet you here. I can stand here with you as well. Like, this ain't nothing new to me. You may be big, but size don't mean nothing in that ring. Like, otherwise, the big you are, you'd win every fight. Like, that's not the one. Usyk's the champion of the world for the reason, and is he the biggest guy? No. So it doesn't count for much once you step between them ropes.
I love that, because one of my sayings is there's built for show and there's built to go. So it's not about the size of the gun, it's the effect of the bullet.
I'm still that line in Expressor. I'm still that line. Yeah, big up. Remind me, I'm gonna steal it.
No, I will. And also, you need to come on the Neutral Corner podcast. Danny, I keep telling you that I want you to come on the podcast so we can proper chop up, because as you can see, I know about this area and we can go fully in depth about your life story. Last one from me. What did you think about David Adeleye becoming the new British champion, as you just beat him? 2 fights. People keep mentioning the TKV hand down, but there was also Jack Rafferty, the ref, slapped the guy's hand down also and got copped with a left. So it was 2 on the night. 2 fighters got caught, dropped by the ref slapping their hand down. What's your take on the referees doing that?
If I'm TKV, I'm fuming. And yes, I do understand protect yourself at all times, but above protect yourself at all times is listen to the ref's instruction. And the ref's instruction was break. Not only once, but twice shouted break. And then that followed by break and pulling your hand away And then you see TKV's posture, body language of, okay, cool, I'm breaking, and Adeleye doesn't, gets away with it, and the ref's like, oh, cool, no worries, and just allows it and lets it happen. And it's like, what? Like, hey, that's mental. So, yeah, I hope they follow up on that. I hope they take that further to the board, appeal it, because it does need to be. And I don't know the details of the Rafferty case, but I'd probably assume in the same thing they'll do the same. Because, look, if the ref is given a clear instruction and one fighter's listened and one fighter's ignored it, and then you're rewarding the fighter that's ignored the referee's instruction, what precedent does that send?
Yeah. And also, just to clear up, in your fight with David Adeleye, because he was saying the same thing happened to him, the ref called break, but I've seen the replay, and there was actually a couple rounds before where you was sort of looking like just probably switching off, and he caught you with a couple, which was fair and square, by the way, because the ref didn't call break, but then you did the shoulder move and caught him with a two-piece as well.
Yeah, there's a big stark difference between the legal and illegal moves that were made in my fight versus his fight with TKV. I had Steve Gray, the ref, all the way through the fight saying, boys, work it out, which gives us permission to work it out, throw punches, push your opponent out of the way, throw a shot, get a little something off. The ref was nowhere near, not pulling a hand, he wasn't nowhere near us trying to say break or anything like that. He was instructing us to continue to work and continue to punch, to which I did, and that's how I got my finish. But that wasn't against... That wasn't the ref didn't shout at Adeleye in my fight and say break, and I caught him slipping. That's not how that works. The ref said, boys, carry on, like, keep going. We did, and I worked my way out and got the win. So they're not comparable like that. The only way you compare them is, yeah, cool, it was a quick left hook and then followed up by a barrage of punches. They're the only two comparables, but under instruction of the ref, they're completely different.
Thank you. I'm not going to take too much more of your time because obviously got other people around. But yeah, thank you. And we've got to get you on the neutral corner soon. And I will text you those bars I just said to you earlier. So there you have it, guys. It's Danny Glover from Fight Fan TV Live, proudly sponsored by Treasure Boxing Club. And we're here today with Fabio Wardley. And remember, guys, persistence beats resistance. You know where it is.